All righty, welcome everyone to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So if you do have any questions, like I said, use that Q&A button. Please direct them to the specific institution that you're wanting to hear an answer from, or if it's more of a general knowledge, college knowledge, admissions question, feel free to type that into the Q&A. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that website that you registered at, strivescan.com/Carolinas. And this is just one of many different sessions happening. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions tonight, and there'll be more fairs throughout the spring. So at this time, I'd like to invite our first institution, Kent State University, to turn on their camera and to blow us away with their presentation.
Thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate it. Hi, everyone. My name is Kirsten Pugh Walker, and I am one of the regional admissions directors from Kent State University. I am currently living in the Washington, D.C. area, and I recruit the entire Eastern Seaboard, plus some abroad areas, as well as some southern states as well. I'm originally from Ohio, but like I said, I've been living here in the Washington, D.C. area now for about 20 years. So I'm really happy that you're joining us today. So while our time is brief, I want to make sure I have enough time to at least go through what I have to offer you today and to kind of give you an idea of what we at Kent State are all about. So as far as what we are or where we are located in Ohio, in Kent, Ohio, about 45 minutes southeast of Cleveland, and about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes east of Akron, which you'll hear from today as well, And so we are relatively close in proximity to a lot of great places and a lot of great things to do. Because we are nestled in a true college quaint environment, it allows you to have that true home away from home feel, but it also allows you to have some great amenities just footsteps away and just maybe even a simple car ride away that you can take advantage of, from sporting events to different concerts and venues, national parks, and so much more. And also our downtown area of Kent itself, as you can see here, happens to be a true college campus town. We are ranked as having one of the most up-and-coming college campus towns in Ohio. So it is exciting, and not even just in Ohio, but in the greater area in itself and in the United States. So it's exciting for us to be able to have this amazing downtown area for our students when you are visiting campus, and then also when you are attending the university. There's
Kirsten,
some great staples. Yeah.
Can I just step in real quick? Sorry.
Sure.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, is it not working?
It's not sharing. I just wanted to.
I apologize.
No worries. No worries. Everyone.
Yeah, look at that. That's exciting. That's like 101 right there. That was fun. Here we go. Let's do this again. Thanks for letting me know.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, so there we go. Yes, I think we're on business now. Can you see it, Jen?
Yes, looks great.
Okay, great. I apologize, everyone. So again, here's the map of where we are located. And it kind of gives you an idea in that kind of northeastern corridor of Ohio. And again, the downtown area that you can see here. So when you are on campus and you are walking around, the downtown area of Kent itself is just footsteps away from campus. They're actually very seamless. Very much connected by our great esplanade, which kind of connects the campus area to the end of the scenery to the downtown area. So it is nice and very much connected and very fluid. So you can get a chance to walk around and still feel like you are in this amazing college town, but knowing that everything is just at your back and your back door of the college campus. So if you are planning on coming to visit from out of state, there are several places for you to stay. You can always look those up on our website, but my personal favorite happens to be the downtown area of Kent itself at the Kent State Conference Center. And it's basically a nice little boutique hotel. And again, minutes and just steps away from the campus itself. And also, while you are on campus, I would definitely want you to kind of take a look out for our famous black squirrel. You will definitely see many of those, and some students like to joke around and say they are the size of house cats, and they literally are. And so they're very friendly, but we recommend not going up to them and trying to catch them or pet them, but kind of give you an idea when you are on campus walking around, or maybe if this is a campus for you, here is basically who is coming to the university. As far as our students are concerned, and what it is we are all about. So while we are Kent State University and we have the Kent campus in Kent, Ohio, we are actually made up and comprised of an 8-campus network system with about, I would say, 22,000 of those students as or in our undergraduate population at the Kent campus, but approximately 36,000 students at the university total. With that making it a very, we are a larger institution. However, I will say the one thing that I can definitely tell you is that we have communities within communities. So it definitely allows you to feel that you are nestled again in a smaller, quaint area. Your average class size, I would say you're going to have about 30 to maybe 35 to 36 students. And I will say for sure about 92% of our classes are going to have fewer than 45 students. So you definitely know you're going to have that one-on-one attention that you may be looking for at a larger institution, but still getting that one-on-one attention, as I mentioned. Also, you can see here that we are nationally ranked within our as some of the best universities, nation universities in the country. One thing I will say is this is because what we call our professors of practice. And basically what this means is that our professors are still working in their fields of study to bring that firsthand information back into the classroom to benefit all of you. So you know for a fact that if you are looking at wanting to do that research right from the beginning, you're going to be able to do that and take advantage of that. And your professors, again, are still working in those fields of studies. And as far as our field of studies are concerned, I'm not going to go through all of our programs. As you see here, we have over 350 academic majors and programs, but these are our colleges that we do have to offer. Some of you may be familiar with our school because we are very known for a few of our majors. Aeronautics, to be for example, we have the largest fleet in the state of Ohio, and our airport is just a mile off campus. We're also known for our architecture program and also our interior design and our environmental design. We have the College of the Arts, which some people maybe know us for our fashion design merchandising school, which we are internationally ranked for those programs as well. And the arts also could be musical theater and dance, jewelry making, for example. Our College of Arts and Sciences happens to be the largest school that we do offer all of our majors in. So for anyone who's looking at all of the I like to call the ologies, the histories, the biologies, the sociologies, the humanities, this is kind of a place for you. Obviously, our College of Business and Administration, for anyone who's looking going into business, marketing, accounting, things of that nature, communication and information, journalism, as you can see, education, health and human services, nursing. We are actually known very much so as one of the largest nursing schools in the country as well. Public health, University College, which happens to be our exploratory program, and then our honors college, just to kind of give you an idea. So with that said, we do have some resources that we want to use to keep our students on track. And this kind of gives you an idea of what we have to offer. Everything that you could possibly think of at your fingertips while looking at the university. To kind of give you an idea, we want you to go ahead and apply online. We have the Common App or our own application, as well as we are test optional. So you just need to submit your transcripts and your application fee. And then if you want to submit your test score, great. If you don't want to and you don't feel it's academically supporting of you, then you don't need to as well. With that said, here are the costs that we have to offer for our students: in-state costs and versus our out-of-state costs. Obviously, for those of you attending this fair, most likely all of you are from out of state. As you can see here, room, board, tuition, and fees is roughly $32,000 a year. And that can also, every student who does apply by February 1st is automatically considered for their merit-based aid. So there's no separate application for that. So one thing I will say is let's go ahead and just get connected. We definitely want you to stay connected with us. There's some great ways for you to connect with us. And definitely I'm going to give you my contact information as well. So follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever have you. But here's my information. And so we'd love to see you on campus at any time. We are offering tours in person. And so come on down and you can definitely have a great time while visiting Kent State. So we really appreciate you guys joining us today and have a great night and go Flashes.
All righty. Thank you so much, Kirsten. Next up, we have the University of Akron. And as a reminder, the Q&A button is still very much there and will be available for you to ask any questions that you want for the reps. Take it away, Akron.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen. Let me go ahead and share my PowerPoint here. Can you all see that?
Looks good.
Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. Hey everyone, my name is Ashley Rochester. I'm an assistant director of admissions here at the University of Akron. Like Kirsten said earlier, we are located about 20 minutes away from Kent State in northeastern Ohio. That's about an hour away from Cleveland, little less. But I'm going to take you through some of the things about the University of Akron today. We do have outstanding academic programs. We actually have over 200 different academic programs for you to choose from, and I'm going to get to that a little bit later. But we also have a lot of opportunities for real world experience. So that study abroad programs on nearly every single continent. We have a lot of different research opportunities for undergraduate students. You can start that as soon as freshman year. You can research independently with other students. You can even research with your faculty members who are the experts themselves. So that's really great for our undergrads to start engaging in that before they get to graduate school. And 92% of our recent undergrads actually were employed or continuing education within 6 months of graduation. So it just goes to show our alumni are doing awesome things immediately following graduation. And of course, we have a beautiful and safe campus. Today, don't know about y'all, but it was about 70 degrees on campus today. So we were loving it. There were students everywhere out in Coleman Commons. Our students are very active out on campus. You can see hammocks whenever it's nice out. So definitely a great place to be. We have over 340 student clubs and organizations on campus. I always encourage students to get involved in at least one. You want a really well-rounded college experience. And you can choose anything from esports, which is competitive video gaming, to fraternity and sorority life. Maybe you love the marching band. You can absolutely do that as well. Now, we are NCAA Division I. We do compete in the Mid-American Conference, and we are Ohio's 5th largest city. So what I love about this is when you're on campus and you're in the city of Akron, you have that city feel, but when you start to drive 5-10 minutes off campus, you really start to get in more of those suburb and rural areas. So there's a lot to do. It's a little bit of everything. You have that, the city atmosphere, but you also have the suburban and rural life as well. And of course, here are our most popular areas of study. What I love about this list is you can see we're not just concentrated in the STEM fields, we're not just concentrated in the arts. We do have students who are studying a little bit of everything here at UA. And don't worry if you don't see your major here, it doesn't mean that we don't have it. Like I said earlier, we have over 200 different academic programs to choose from. And we don't like to limit our students on if they can just choose one. We have a lot of students who are actually double majoring. Some will have one major with multiple minors. Some will also be earning certificates. So Akron is definitely a great place to choose a lot of different things to go into your degree. And then of course, getting into the application and admissions process. If you're a current senior, the application is currently open. If you're not a senior, it will open August 1st of your senior year. We accept the application directly through our website or via the Common App. What's really exciting, there's no essay. All we require is that high school transcript. We have officially gone test optional, not only for this year, but for the class of 2022 as well. So if you're not able to take the ACT or SAT or simply don't want to submit your scores, that's okay too. And we've waived that $50 application fee, so there's no need to worry about that either. Once you're accepted, you'll receive that acceptance packet in the mail, and then we walk you through your steps on your new RU experience. So this includes confirming your enrollment and officially joining the ZIPS family. And then on top of that as well, placement testing, scheduling with your academic advisor, and orientation. Seniors, we're super excited to offer that in-person orientation for you this year. We do have a virtual option too if you are unable to come to campus. But whether you live 10 minutes down the road or you're coming from a little bit of a distance like yourselves, I always recommend students living on campus because it adds to your overall college experience. So here at UA, we do have everything from traditional to apartment style, and all of these amenities that you see here are included. One of my favorites is definitely Res Life Cinema. This is kind of like Netflix, but for the University of Akron. So you definitely can't go wrong with that. We also have central air conditioning in every single residence hall. This is definitely something exciting we like to offer students. Free laundry is another great opportunity for you. But then, of course, we have some things that are pretty unique. So themed housing, you'll commonly hear this called living learning communities at other colleges. What's cool about our themed housing is not only can you choose to live with students who are studying the same thing as you, but we have themed housing communities for students who are just interested in the same things outside of the classroom. So for example, one of my favorites is the outdoor activities one. These are students who just love to go camping and hiking and skiing, and they live together during the week and they plan those activities in the evenings and on the weekends. Our residence life system is personalize your experience. This means that you actually get to choose the exact room that you're living in on campus, and you get to do that as soon as you're a freshman. So definitely some exciting things there. We also announced that we actually cut our housing prices this year by over 30%. So you're definitely getting a great value for living on campus. And I highly encourage you go online and check out our 360 tours because it'll give you a really good idea on where you want to live. Now, of course, the Williams Honors College is a great perk if you would like to be in it. It is a separate honors application. We do recommend a 3.5 GPA or higher. They're test optional. So if you don't have an ACT or SAT, totally fine. You do not have to submit that. There's a lot of perks that come along with it. The honor scholarship, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, that renews every single year. Priority registration, which means you schedule your classes before anyone else on campus. Honors advisor, in addition to your academic advisor, and of course, honors courses. These are really great. Our honors students love them because there are no tests. They're all discussion based. And then on top of that as well, regular deadline coming up next week. Now, affordability is huge. College is expensive, so we want to help where we can. We have the Akron Guarantee Scholarship and the Akron Advantage Award for our out-of-state students. If you have a 3.0 or higher, you're going to receive both of these, and that's a minimum of $4,000 for you. I highly encourage you to apply for additional scholarships as well. And as you can see with the Akron Guarantee Scholarship, it not only renews every single year, but it also increases. So you're getting a lot of money for that, which is great. And then you can see our price comparison here as well. So non-Ohio residents actually have a flat fee of tuition and fees of $15,500. That's your only difference from an Ohio resident. If you have the Akron Advantage Award and Akron Guarantee Scholarship, you're pretty much paying the same as an in-state student. Remember, this is sticker price, so that's before any financial aid or scholarships. We definitely want you to engage with us, so come visit us on campus, visit us virtually. We have a lot of great opportunities for you here at the University of Akron, and just stay connected. I love helping students, so never feel like you're bothering me. Definitely follow us on social media as well. We'd love to help you wherever we can. Thanks, Jen.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. And up next, we have Drexel University.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I'm really excited to share with you about Drexel University. I want to provide a fun fact. My name is Maggie Ho. I'm an undergraduate admissions counselor here, but I also studied here for 5 years and did a 3 co-op program. I'm really excited to share with you what that actually means. Drexel University is located within University City, which is a bubble in itself. We're right next to the University of Pennsylvania, as well as the University of the Sciences, and we're right outside of Philadelphia. We're only a couple blocks away if you walk, and it's a really lively campus that we're really excited to have you be part of. A little bit about the university: we are 15,000 undergraduates strong, which means we're considered a medium-sized institution, but many times it doesn't feel that large because of our co-op program, which I will go into in a little bit. Something that I'm really proud of as a former student and now a employee of the university is our resources for our students. So our median class size is only 19 students, and our student to faculty ratio is 11:1. So even though it is a fairly large institution, you're never going to feel like you're fighting for FaceTime with an advisor, with tutors, with any support. And it's a fantastic way to get the most out of your experience. Just like many other universities, we have many undergraduate majors available here, everything ranging from business to STEM, to engineering, to education, and we have a fantastic art school as well. We don't limit students to picking only one major, but we actually encourage students to take up multiple majors and multiple minors and really refining their curriculum here to exactly what they want out of their experience. So something we love about the university is how unique the curriculum is. And we say that because we tie in world-class academics with real-world experience. Take, for example, this photo right here. It is the medical simulation lab here on campus, where nursing students actually get to go in to a lab that is set up like a hospital room, and then Drexel will hire paid actors to pretend to be a patient, where you as a student nurse have to react as if you were the nurse on the floor. Then they go through this entire simulated experience, and then they go back into the classroom and talk about what went well and what could have been better. Even during COVID, our school has been able to pivot very well to still provide the same kind of experience to students by hiring a paid actor again to hop on Zoom and talk to our students and pretend it's like a telehealth situation, so that they're always evolving, always adapting to the industry. And we're really proud that we can provide this to our students. Now, a big part of being at Drexel is our co-op program. It is the bread and butter of our school, the gem of our school, and that stands for the Cooperative Education Program, where we allow students to go and work in the industry of their choice, sometimes in the state or country of their choice, for 6 months full-time, not paying tuition, potentially getting paid, and getting real-world work experience for 6 months full-time. Take, for example, the student right here in the gold tie. He got to do one of his co-ops in Washington, D.C. on the drug task force for the Obama administration. So he really got to figure out, do I enjoy being in Washington? Do I enjoy being in politics? Do I see myself in this career later on? And he was able to figure all of that out before graduation, so he didn't have to commit to anything he didn't like long term. A fun fact about the co-op program is that you have an exclusive job portal to choose from that work with 15,000 or 1,500 employers and posting thousands of jobs for you to be part of. And the average salary for a 6-month co-op is $18,000 per student. That goes directly to you and not to your parents or the university. So how do you get started here at Drexel? Well, I have really fantastic news that if you are a junior looking to apply this fall, we have our application on the Common App or Coalition app, but also we are test optional, meaning if you didn't take the SAT or ACT, no worries, we don't need them. You can apply test optional and we'll still review you holistically and give you the best opportunity to be admitted into the university. We also have a new scholarship program called the Liberty Scholar, where initially it was for the Philadelphia area, and it's a full tuition scholarship, including room and board for students within the Philadelphia area that demonstrated financial need. But this year, we've opened it to all students nationwide. So you can be from anywhere, including the Carolinas, and apply to this full scholarship and potentially have your entire experience here at Drexel paid for. So if you're interested in learning more about co-op and what life would be like here in Philadelphia, please reach out to me. I'm really excited to share with you not only my personal experience, but what it could be for you. And we're also on TikTok at Drexel Admission, and I highly recommend you join us over there. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to chat with everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Maggie. And up next, we have Valdosta State. And again, feel free to use that Q&A and type questions to the reps. They are here and ready to answer your questions.
All right, thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Valdosta State University. My name is James, and I'm one of your admissions counselors. Valdosta State, we're located in the Florida-Georgia line, so definitely not too far from you guys. One of the best parts of Valdosta State is for all of the 5 states that border Georgia, from all of North, South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, and all of Florida, you guys will receive in-state tuition to Valdosta State, which is huge when it comes to savings. I am a 2018 graduate from Valdosta State myself, and I originally studied public relations, communications, and it was really beneficial that everything I did to pursue my degree, I'm actually enjoying and applying here at work. And that's our goal at Valdosta State. We're going to prepare you guys for your future university graduation. And more importantly, we're going to prepare you to be confident and successful in your future dream job post-graduation as well. So we were founded way back in 1906, so over 100 years ago. We're a good mid-sized institution, so we're not too large. You're also not in the middle of a nowhere ghost town where there's nothing going on. You're in a good mid-sized city and also in a good mid-sized university with almost 13,000 students. We are very diverse in everything we do. So you can see all students from our campus from 65 countries and representing all 50 states. Here's probably one of the most iconic images you've seen of VSU. This is your beautiful West Hall, and right in front of it, you have a beautiful front lawn where there's always something going on, when you and your friends are creating unlimited memories. When it comes to your academics, we offer over 100 different majors and programs that you can study. And really, the Valdosta State difference, we are very hands-on. We understand we've been lectured and PowerPointed enough in high school, so we're very hands-on because light bulb is going to click, and we learn better when we're actually doing the work. So if you're interested, some of your top majors and programs includes your College of Health Sciences. You all have a new $42 million building, so congratulations. It's conveniently located right across the street from the largest hospital and medical center in all of South Georgia and North Florida. As you can see, we'll get in our scrubs and we'll go across the street and start working with our future patients and clients. You have these $1 million mannequins, they'll verbally respond, they'll start blinking when we're operating on them. So they're very animated, as if a human will be as well. Also following that is your computer science program. Recent Valdosta State graduates are currently working for Google, Apple, Netflix, and Hulu, and we're enhancing our skills from C++, Python, and JavaScript. And again, everything we're learning in the classrooms, we are applying to our future dream jobs as well. Following that, and third is your College of Business. We have a very prestigious business program, and we have a very prestigious accreditation as well. This is called your AACSB accreditation, and we have a very powerhouse business school. If you have a passion for entrepreneurship, personal finance, economics, and understanding everything for business administration, our business professors are very passionate, so you can also feed off of their energy and really become passionate for everything in business. And also definitely want to showcase our College of the Arts, whether it's coming from our different Valdosta State orchestras or our different wind ensembles, and also when it comes to our theater. Valdosta State showcases the most productions compared to any other school in the state of Georgia. In recent semesters, as you can see, we've performed Shrek, Pirates of the Caribbean, and a much better versions of Cats as well. And when it comes to your on-campus experience, your student experience, we are very lively students. As you can see, you have over 200 clubs and organizations that you can join and be a part of, from the Crocs Club to the acapella group, the Spotlighters, all the way up into your different major-based clubs, such as the American Marketing Association or the international groups, to meet all the different international students on our campus. You have over 21 active Greek lives, from sororities and fraternities. You can find your fit and your home on our campus. And again, we have a ton of traditions, from our glow-in-the-dark black light pep rally, traditionally during our homecoming seasons. So you have the band, the football, every single sport comes out, the entire student body, we're cheering each other on before our Saturday football game. We have a chalking competition, but one of your most beautiful traditions will be your future Valdosta State graduation. As you'll see, we'll walk between your beautiful palm trees and have your friends and family members. We also have your graduation at night. So we're going to showcase it. It's a celebration. You're going to have a light show. You're going to have 15 minutes of fireworks, because it's an honor to graduate from an institution, but definitely from Valdosta State. Also, we work hard in the classrooms and we have a great time as well. We also have a great time in our sports. You have undefeated 2018 football team, and just as you can see, some of our many nationally ranked championships as well. So we love to win. Winning is fun. But again, this is the full college experience. And also, we are also showcasing virtual and in-person visits on valdosta.edu. Type in campus tours. You'll have a full experience of our campus. You'll actually meet with a current VSU student, and then you can ask them all your questions live on the spot. Also, if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, how to become a Blazer. Straight from our website, from valdosta.edu, we can click on admissions, and that's how we'll get started. Within the next 5 to 7 days, you'll actually receive an admissions decision, hopefully your future acceptance decision. After that, all we need is just your application on file and a copy of your high school transcript. We're also test optional, so your SATs and ACTs are currently waived. And after that, we can begin registering and applying for orientation. Orientation is where you'll actually meet your academic advisors and start creating your class schedule for your fall semester. But once again, my name is James, your admissions counselor, and thanks for experiencing Valdosta State.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And up next, we have Toccoa's Fall College.
Hi guys, I'm going to share my screen with you. So welcome. I'm so excited and honored to be at this fair with you today. I am Ashley Kearney from Toccoa Falls College, and I'm an admissions counselor here for primarily out-of-state students. For you guys being in the Carolinas, I would be your direct contact, here to make a relationship with you, get to know you, and help you find success in your future here at TFC. We are a private Christian college in Northeast Georgia. We were founded in 1907. And we have a plethora of majors on campus to find a place for you that you belong and that you can excel in your future with. We're the #2 safest college in Georgia, so you never have to worry about safety being a concern. And we have around 1,600 enrollment. What that means for you is we are a smaller school, so you're going to get that one-on-one personalized education experience that is super enriched, that you get to set goals specifically for your career and your dreams with our professors and our academic advisors. One of the main features of our college is we do have a 186-foot waterfall on campus that you saw on the last slide. Fun fact, that is actually taller than Niagara Falls. So it is the tallest waterfall on the East Coast, and it's right on our campus. You can literally walk to it from your classes. Along with that, we want to tell you about what your life here at TFC could look like outside of just academics. We are one of the top most beautiful campuses ranked in the top 50. So we have 2 coffee shops on campus, Starbucks, and our own locally roasted coffee shop. We also offer intramural sports and different organizations that you can be a part of, fit to your passions, whether that be theatrical or STEM or outdoors. With us being located in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, there's endless outdoor opportunities for you. So a lot of opportunities to make the memories of a lifetime here at TFC. Outside of that, not only do we believe in developing you academically, we also want you to grow and serve others, which is why we have and encourage mission and outreach as well as volunteer hours, whether that be with working with refugees, mentoring Boys and Girls Club, being a part of a small group, or going on mission trips. We want you to serve others and help them go places as well. So really awesome to be others focused here at TFC. Along with that, we are a Christian college, so we really believe that centering on Christ can change the world. We are fully accredited, which is incredible, and our average class size is 13, which means your professors are going to know you by name, and they're going to care about you on a academic level, a spiritual level, a professional level, and a social level, which is incredible. Our student to professor ratio is 15-1. So every student for every 15 students on campus, there is a professor for that. These are some of our degree programs, because I know as you're looking for a college, you are interested in what programs we offer. Our top programs on campus include kind of business administration, nursing, outdoor leadership, and counseling psychology. Those are just some of our top ones, but you can see on this list a lot of different options that we offer, from education to music to communication to social media management, and any of those pre-tracks, pre-law, pre-physical therapy, pre-med, pre-dentistry, anything of those sorts. And we also have a School of Christian Ministries if you are interested in going into ministry of that sort. So these are just kind of a brief overview of things that we offer. I would love to hear if you guys are interested in anything specific and share that with you. These are also our minors. We have 35 majors, 43 minors. I'm not going to spend too much time on those, but would love to have you have a built-in minor into your degree that fits exactly what you want to pursue with your career. We also offer online and graduate programs. We just recently added a master's in counseling, which is super exciting, which will start in the fall, which is amazing. So really neat to pursue there. One great thing is you'll also get to experience the world while at TFC through study abroad. These are just some of the places that we've been in the past, but we're always looking to add new opportunities for you to travel and experience what the world could be like, and have that broad, diverse educational experience. After that, so how do you get to be accepted to TFC? First, I want to encourage you to apply. I am going to drop in the chat our application to apply, and would love for you to apply for free. I'll send you a promo code so you can apply. The application is really simple. We would ask for 3 other things to make an admission decision for you, which include a testimony, ACT, SAT scores, if you've had the chance to take them, and a high school transcript. We are test score optional right now, so if you haven't had the chance to take those standardized tests, no worries on that, just let me know. But would love for you to apply and get an admission decision here. We're still accepting applications for seniors now, which is awesome, so it's not too late to be at TFC. After we get you accepted, we'll go through that financial aid process and make TFC a really affordable option for you, and walk through step by step what it would look like financially for you here at TFC. We also offer athletics for basketball, soccer, baseball, volleyball, and both women's and men's. So super exciting there if you're interested in that. But finally, we want you to know that home is here, and come experience what home could be like for you here at TFC. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk with you guys today. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box. Thanks so much.
All righty, thank you so much. Up next, and our final institution will be the University of Tampa.
Had to unmute myself there. All right, let me know if you have any trouble sharing my screen. I have a brief video, and then I'll introduce myself, and we'll go into learning about more at UT. Oh. All right, sorry about that.
Just another ordinary day at UT. Just another ordinary day at UT.
All right, I apologize for that. That video is definitely playing on duplicate. So let's just jump in, and I will tell you a little bit about UT myself. That video was a great asset, but no worries. Hopefully you were able to get a little bit from it. But my name is Madison McClone. I'm an undergraduate admissions counselor. I work with students from the Southeast US. So definitely coming from the Carolinas, I would be your main contact. And hopefully you gleaned a little from that video, but if not, just a few quick figures. We are a medium-sized school in the heart of downtown Tampa. That is our beautiful plant hall with the minaret towers, those shiny towers overlooking the city skyline. So again, we are right across from the city center. We have a medium-sized student body of 9,600 students. We do offer graduate school programs as well. So about 1,000 students are enrolled in our graduate school programs. And we are a private school, so no matter where you're coming from, whether it's out of state or in-state, the tuition is always going to be the same. And we're an independent school that was founded in 1933 by the Chamber of Commerce. So we don't have any political or religious affiliations. We love to talk a little bit about what's been going on at UT and in Tampa Bay. So you might have known that we hosted the Super Bowl, the Bucks won the Super Bowl, the Lightning won the Stanley Cup, the Rays made it to the World Series. So Tampa's a really thriving city right now, and so many opportunities for employment post-graduation. We're also home to some of the best beaches in the country and lots of fun things to do, whether it's Busch Gardens, the Florida Aquarium, what have you. I also mention this because if you're interested in sports and entertainment, hospitality, media, it's a great place to get your start in your career. Here's a great view of our campus. It's 110 acres. And as I mentioned, even though we're in the heart of downtown, we have a really centralized campus. We don't have any major roads cutting through it, so it can really be a home base for our students. So you get the best of both worlds, having that traditional campus feel with a city adjacent to it as well. We have students coming from all over the world. So students coming from over 50 states, all 50 states, and over 130 countries. So we have a very diverse student body, and we look for students who are excited to expand their social circle and meet people from all across the country and the world. We're a very highly accredited university, so definitely I'd love to know our AACSB accreditation for our great business programs. We're also a part of the Coalition for College. As I mentioned, we're a medium-sized school. Our average class size is going to be about 22, and we have a faculty to student ratio of 17:1. So as a lot of the other presenters mentioned, we really want to emphasize on this personal experience as a medium-sized liberal arts institution. 90% of the faculty that will be teaching your classes have a technical degree in their field. So we really mean it when we say they're experts. And even though we have graduate programs, your classes will never be taught by a graduate assistant or a teacher's assistant. We also have an honors program at UT, so you'll be automatically considered for application or considered for the honors program when you apply. There's no need for any separate application. We look for honors students, or high school students rather, who have a current unweighted GPA of a 3.7 or higher. There's many perks to being the part of the honors program. One of the great ones, though, is a semester at Oxford University. We select 3 students a semester to attend Oxford, but they pay the tuition that they would pay here at UT, which is really great. Speaking of study abroad, we're really hopeful that our students will continue to study and get back out there, hopefully in the fall, but if not, definitely next spring as we monitor COVID. We have traveled to over 60 countries, semester-long opportunities, year-long opportunities, and travel courses as well that allow you to travel for about 2 weeks during your winter and summer breaks. We offer over 1,000 internships annually, and our Career Services Department helps students with these internship opportunities. And here are just a few of the companies local to Tampa Bay, to Tampa in general, that our students historically work with. Again, we're the only college and university within downtown, so our students really get first dibs at all these offerings in the heart of the city. But speaking a little bit more about campus life here and what UT Spartans embody, again, our students are really active. They're also very independent because our students travel over 900 miles away from home on average, just domestically to attend UT. So we're looking for students who are eager to start their next chapter in their life, become an active member of our community, who aren't going to call mom and dad on the weekends to help them with laundry. They really need to be independent students to thrive here at UT. These are just a few of the different dining accommodations that we have on campus. We have 27 in total. And moving around Tampa is really easy. It's a point of concern for some families because freshmen are not allowed to have cars on campus. But I want to, have you rest assured that we have free bike rentals and also zip car rentals on campus as well. This is our brand new fitness and recreation center that we are going to be completing in January. It's still open for use, but it's going to be receiving a brand new aquatic center with hot tubs, a pool deck, basketball courts, really going to be state of the art. And if you are interested in athletics, definitely reach out to a coach because we do recruit. We're also military friendly. So if you're interested in ROTC or have any veterans benefits that may apply, definitely speak with us about that. But speaking about applying to the university, we have 3 different methods of application, and we're going to need a transcript, your essay, a letter of recommendation. We're also test optional through spring of 2023. And for transfer applicants, we're really transfer friendly school as well. Definitely apply early. These are our early action timelines. I really can't stress it enough. The earlier you let us know, the earlier we will let you know. And you also have access to different scholarship opportunities. Speaking about scholarships, these are different kinds of aid and scholarships that we do offer. Again, you're always going to be considered for merit scholarships and for the honors program, but there are specific specialized scholarships that do require separate applications. That's why I suggest you apply early. And no matter what you're studying here, we have over 200 different options. We want you to be successful after graduation. So the way we define success is a post-graduate placement or a job placement in your field of study 6 months after graduation. So really happy to share that rate with you all. And thank you so much. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I hope you enjoyed learning about UT.
All righty. Well, I want to thank everyone who has taken time out of their busy schedules tonight to share information about their school. As you exit the Zoom webinar, you will be taken to a quick survey. It's only 4 questions, so we'd love to hear your feedback. And as I mentioned, we do have more sessions coming up tonight and coming up in a few more weeks, so you can continue to connect with colleges and universities across the country. And this session will be recorded and available at the same website where you registered, strivescan.com/Carolinas. So if you want to re-review this session that you participated in or watch ones that you may have missed. So once again, thank you to the presenters, and feel free to reach out directly to them to continue this conversation. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Have a good one. Bye.